Hi everyone. So I am back here again at it, giving you the most recent updates with immigration. And thank you for joining us. I also want to let you guys know that now we have reached 500 followers on YouTube, and this is wonderful. As honestly, before maybe like last June, we probably had like 40 something. So this is great news. I will be continuing to bring you guys additional information. Right now, we're actually Facebook Live and we're also on YouTube as well. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is what is happening, or actually the breaking news with the public charge. It is wonderful, wonderful news. It is a great, great feeling. And basically, the public charge, I can tell you 100%, it has been eliminated. If you guys have been following me through my social media, I think I have brought you guys, and I always tell everyone this, into my social, it's a roller coaster. It's an emotional roller coaster where I tell you, or I wake up each morning and I tell you, yes, public charge is in place. No, public charge has been removed, and we've been like that the entire last summer. Yes, no, yes, no. So I can tell you that I did submit several green card applications last year, and we did have to abide by the public charge. And that entailed filling out a form that was about 17 pages long, submitting bank account records. You filed for bankruptcy, we had to answer that. All your income taxes that you had filed, they wanted to see how much money you had in your checking account, your savings account. They wanted you to prove if you own your home, you need to get an appraisal by a professional. If you had more than 2 vehicles, you had to get an appraisal on your vehicles. You had to prove health insurance. Honestly, was just a chaos. So basically with the public charge, in my opinion, I think it was more a thing to say, like, if you're poor, then we don't want to give you a green card. So it was really a high standard. People were really genuinely like upset. They were, they were removing their kids from being able to receive these benefits. And so now we know that the public charge has been eliminated. It's on March 9th. It is no longer applicable. So please, please, please come out of the shadows, apply for your green card. And please know that this only applies if you're trying to apply for a green card. People would have a green card that were going to get citizenship, and they would say, no, I don't want to apply because I don't want it to affect, I don't want to be a public charge once I get my citizenship. And this is not a fact if you are applying for citizenship. Also, if you're under a U visa, a visa for human trafficking, a T visa, a victim of a crime with a U visa, if you are under VAWA, if your spouse is a U.S. citizen or has legal permanent resident status, and you're trying to apply for a green card, that does not apply to you either. So it's under VAWA, only the exceptions. Or if you're applying to be as a refugee. So for those things, it never applied, and now it's completely gone. So there were actually people that were not even applying. They were not even sending their kids to the school to get lunch because they didn't want them to be a public charge. I would get a phone call where people would tell me, hey, I don't want my daughter. She's 5 years old. She's a U.S. citizen. I am taking her off of the medical card because I don't want to be a public charge. And please know that the public charge does not apply to U.S. citizens, including children of U.S. immigrants. So maybe I'm undocumented. My child is 5 years old. Yes, she can get the medical card. Yes, she can get SNAP benefit. Yes, you can get the, housing vouchers. So all these benefits, my husband can get them as well. I'm just the one who's undocumented. I can't get them. And honestly, I'm not even eligible to be able to get them. So these were all benefits that people were just not even applying because of the public charge. So now people, without any fear, people can now apply for their green card. There was such a harsh rule saying if you have applied for a benefit, and honestly, there was so much misinformation because at the beginning they were saying, well, if your husband applies for a benefit, then even though you're the one that documents, it is going to affect you. So there were a lot of changes before this thing came into effect. So honestly, that's why I do understand why people were so confused, where they were refusing to take the kids to school for them to get the benefits from the lunch. They were not doing their follow-up with the doctors, especially if they had like the medical card, or taking them out completely from Medicare as well. So these are all things that now, fortunately, I can tell you and I can confirm that the public charge has been eliminated. So go ahead and submit your applications. You no longer have to worry that if you have to apply for a benefit, now we're back to the old rules, back the way it was back before, under the guidelines from 1999. So do not worry about the public charge. It is gone. Does not even exist anymore. Don't even think about it. Now you can go ahead and move forward. As a matter of fact, I did call some of my clients this morning saying, hey, did you know that now the public charge is gone? Let's get moving with your case. Because why? They were afraid. They were afraid of getting a rejection. They were afraid. They didn't want to move forward with all the documentation that was being required of them. And so now we're able to submit this. And those people who did submit an application for a green card and they did comply with the public charge when it was submitted back then, Now they don't have to worry about it. Moving forward, we're still waiting for more guidance from immigration. And right now I can tell you the public charge form I-944 is not even on the website. It's not even available. So you can go ahead and submit an application for your green card application without having to submit the form I-944. And for the people who have submitted, we're still waiting for guidance. But most likely than not, they're going to say, don't worry about any of the stuff that we're asking for before. We have seen some attorneys who have gone in for interviews for green cards, and the immigration officer does not even ask any questions, even though they have already submitted for the public charge. Maybe they submitted an application back in August, September of last year, and the officers are not even asking any questions about the public charge. I think they're just going to put it just to the right and just ignore it, and they're going to be able to move forward, which is wonderful. Some families were worried that they were not going to have be able to prove to immigration they had enough assets for them to be able to apply, to be able to get their green card. So I'm happy to bring this news to you guys. And also just a reminder that the first Monday of every month, we're answering your immigration questions. So put an alarm, continue to follow us on social media as well as on YouTube. But I'm going to come back again on April 5th at noon. So come prepared with your questions. Any questions you have in relation to immigration, I will be able to answer them. And please know it is not legal advice. It's just I'm answering questions. The disclosure is you always need an experienced immigration attorney who can guide you through the process because it's very, very complex. Immigration laws are very, very complicated. And so this is just a general guidance, general overview with my answers. But please come forward with your questions and save the date, April 5th, 2021. So the first Monday of every month, I will be here answering your questions. So don't forget to come back. Now, don't forget to like our videos and don't forget to like our page, Law Office of RSB Ltd. And you can always contact us. Here's my email. I can be reached at rocio@lawrsb.com. And always be careful with fraud. I keep telling you, there are a lot of changes constantly coming. Please continue to follow my videos. I promise you, anytime I hear or see a change that's concrete that's going to happen, I will be able to guide you through the process. There's a lot of fraud or scams or people charging you for benefits that do not even exist. So please, please be super careful. If there are no forms, there's no guidance where to send the paperwork, we don't even have a fee as to how much they're going to charge. Please be extremely careful who you're trusting your immigration case with. Again, if you have any questions, you can call us at 312-226-4232. And thank you for joining me. My name is Rocio Becerril. I'm an immigration attorney in Chicago, and I will be coming back again for my next video. So stay tuned.